Hi, it's Trixie, and today we're going to DJ with Aqua. Hi, it's Trixie. Welcome back to the channel, and tonight I'm doing something out of character for a drag queen of my age. I am going to the club to perform at midnight. Now, I have done drag for so long that now I'm a morning drag queen because I'm always filming and taping and podcasting, whatever. And now when I actually have to stay up and go to the club, it is like working Black Friday or something overnight at a department store. It's like so delirious to me to be like in drag at midnight now. I'm like in bed by 10. Like every time I have a DJ gig, I have to just like, you know, slap myself. But I'm gonna get in drag here. I'm gonna glue my brows down and let's just get into it. Let's get into it. We'll be back. Today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. I always feel like the people around me deserve the second draft of my thoughts, feelings, panics, anxieties. Like, it's nice for me in talk therapy to be able to work through something, figure out what the shape of it is, and not be puking it all over my assistant, my partner, my mom, my man. Like, people I love, I think always deserve the most collected, healthy version of what I'm feeling. And so for me, BetterHelp and talk therapy is a great way for me to collect everything, organize it, and make it make a little more sense. And then I can, you know, engage in the support I have from my loved ones. Regardless if you have an ongoing mental health issue like anxiety or depression, or you're just a human being on this planet having a hard time, talk therapy is such a great tool and you can really make it anything you want it to be. One of my favorite things about BetterHelp is you can access any type of therapist you need. Like, let's say you're LGBTQIA and you'd like a therapist who is a little more knowledgeable in that area. It's bringing access to some of these specific issues to people who maybe wouldn't even have access to that. One of my other favorite things about BetterHelp is it's video, chat, or phone calls whenever you need it. So if you're like me and you don't even drive a car, being able to access help from anywhere on the globe on any time zone, from my house, from my shower, whatever I need, it's very nice. It's easy to sign up and get matched with a therapist. Click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/Trixie Mattel. That's betterhelp.com/Trixie Mattel. Clicking the link gets you 10% off your first month at BetterHelp, so you can connect with a therapist and see if it's right for you. And because having a therapist is a lot like dating, you can switch at any time for any reason because you want to make sure it's the right fit. So if you're struggling, consider online therapy with BetterHelp. And now back to that video. All right, kids. Folks, children, I just repacked my makeup bag. Luckily, our new assistant, Brett, no response. He wiped down everything in my kit so I could like stop and rebuild it. So I rebuilt this the other day in a hurry, and I guess let's just get ready with this kit and see if anything's missing. I mean, I think this is a good practice run. We also have a couple new eyeshadows. My dream and goal for the look, I don't know why, but today I'm really feeling a big, nasty berry mouth with a really clean, simple, neutral eye. Really soft crease, something really lash focused, like graphic lashes with like, I just wanna do liner, really nasty big liner with a big, big mouth. That's what I want. That's my hope and dream. So I'm excited. Like I said, it's just weird. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I got to do Looking Good, Feeling Gorgeous at Heart in West Hollywood, and I'll just be transparent. Instead of a location fee, they said, well, why don't you just do an event for us coming up? And I said, oh, that's a good deal because, you know, rather than me pay $10,000, something crazy, I mean, for me to just get in drag, come down and DJ or whatever, love it. And everybody at Heart is so nice every time we work there. And then they called and they were like, hey, we have Aqua coming. And I was like, Aqua, like Aqua Aquarium, like Aqua? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, oh, perfect. So I'm excited. Aquarium came out in 1997. It was one of my first CDs. I remember all the songs on it, but I do remember that it scratched really early into my life. And I remember that I can only listen to about the first 6 songs. So I'm a big fan of the first half and a little hazy on the second half. You guys, something is really going on with my face. Recently, all this eyebrow covering, this alcohol on the skin is catching up to me. My eyes are dry and watering full time because my eyelids are so dehydrated. Everything about drag is disgusting. Everything. We got a Trixie Cosmetic sponge, can't go wrong, right? So I have a bunch of foundations here. I grabbed a bunch of my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet foundations. On any given day, I use about 4. So I figure let's just start going in. Famous last words. I'm gonna try to get this makeup done in like an hour. It's 9:11. 9:11. So I'm just gonna try to get through this. Have you guys seen that clip of Caitlyn Jenner standing in a field of American flags and she says, 9/11. It's so crazy. Hey kids. Recently I've been working on a Caitlyn Jenner character in my shower, and I'm portraying her as rich but very cheap. I'm like, hey, you say hotel robe, I say Donna Karan wrap dress. Love rich people. Rich people are, that's one of the best things about living in Los Angeles is the pageantry of the absurdly rich and the foolishness they display. I know what you're thinking. Trixie, aren't you rich? You're f***ing rich. No. We live in Los Angeles. I'm talking $30 million home rich. I'm talking I've never wiped my own child's ass rich. Okay, it's different. I don't know what I'm gonna wear tonight. I wanna wear pink, but I pulled like 5 outfits and I don't know. I only have a 30-minute DJ set, so I also like, don't quote me on this. I don't want to do anything too involved that the whole thing's over in 30 minutes. But the other part of me is like, well, if it's done in 30 minutes, then you should go big with your look because by the time it's uncomfortable, you'll be done. And I'm trying to figure out exactly what time to get there because clubs have a tendency to lie to me about what time I have to be somewhere, and then I sit in a dressing room for an hour because drag queens are all late. You know, when Jada Essence Hall shows up whenever she wants, if you'd like to see us get ready together, people get traumatized, you know? Because of the Alyssas of the world, the people who are legendarily late, the rest of us get told fake call times. You guys, I one time in another country had a gig I was going on at midnight and the club promoter told me 9 p.m. because he was so traumatized from other artists being late. So I was sitting in drag backstage at 9:15 p.m. waiting for midnight. 3 hours. And then he was like, well, I feel bad that you got here so early, so I'm gonna sit here and entertain you, which means he talked to me for 3 hours. Now, I'm gonna top off the very high points of my face with the lightest foundation. You guys, you might be new here. I act like everybody watches every video, but only the most absurd of you do. So, for those of you who don't know, it's a really weird time. It's a weird time to be Trixie Mattel because with the Barbie movie and the world and everybody's living in Barbie mode right now. And for those of us who aren't bandwagoners, those of us who've been walking the walk, those of us who've been new, the rest of you look really cute in your pink Target flip-flops, but some of us invented that, so it's real cute, honey. That knockoff Jeremy Scott slingback is only gonna get you so far, bitch. Let's see, eyeliner. I have a PRADOS beauty liner, and this one's brand new, so it's gonna be nice and wet. Now, I'm embarrassed by the video I did with Brittany Broski. Look, that eye makeup, the symmetry is just not great. It's not great. So we're just gonna, I don't know. I'm gonna try to do a good job today. All right, I have a new eyeshadow palette. This is the Full Fantasy Lunar Beauty and Laura Lee Los Angeles collab. And I don't know much about Laura Lee. I thought I was gonna like this. I don't wanna wear this, I'm sorry. It's just, it's giving very muted. It's giving librarian tea. It's giving crossing guard. Let's pick out something else. Lunar, I don't completely divorce you. This is the Lunar Beauty Nude Prism palette. This one, do you guys see what I mean? Like, I don't know, everybody's different. This is exciting to me. I love these warms, these mattes, all these kind of mauvey, greeny, nudie, pinky, bluey. I don't know who I like. This palette knows what it is. And Manny, you can fight me. All right, you can text me. Well, YouTube people don't text. Nobody who's a famous YouTuber sends text. They all send voice notes. It's so irritating. I don't work at a call center. Send a text. Let's do eyebrows. After all that, let's do eyebrows. All right, we have the Brow Blade Urban Decay in Brown Sugar, baby. It's one of my favorite brow products. You guys know on this channel, we get up over here for this product. I'm gonna try to make these symmetrical. I'm gonna try something new, which is to do one line on each side first. That's better, isn't it? It's not, is it? What about her? I hope these are symmetrical. I'm so sick of you guys bullying me on the internet. That is so f***ed. Look how different these are. Listen, it's a nightclub, all right? It's dark. Do you know why no one else's eyebrows are all f***ed up on YouTube? Because nobody else is freehanding them every day, all right? So give me a break. We got some Kimberly Marie Chi, the Most Concealer. Look at this, you guys. I'm almost out. I've had this for, God, 3 years. It's crazy to get to the end of this product considering how long I've had it. Kim, you do a great job. Are they kind of similar? Oh, God. If you guys think of how many followers I have, how many subscribers I have on YouTube, am I the worst makeup artist, like ratio-wise? Like the least successful at makeup, but the most followed for beauty videos? Probably. Like most people with my type of following are like really good makeup artists. And I just come on here and do the same makeup over and over again, but never consistently. Something always goes wrong. It's like the multiverse, like of every version of this makeup going wrong, I am demonstrating on this channel in real time. Some vertical chunks there. Give me some eyebrows, please. Who knows? Who knows? If you see me out at the club, like don't look at me directly on as none of your business what I look like from the front. Let's do this lovely palette. I mean, this is beautiful. I'm gonna take some of these really light browns and just kind of do washes because again, I don't want to overbuild color on my eyes today. I can already tell you my eyes are gonna water today and that's gonna piss me off, bitch. I'm using this Sakura color, this S-A-K-U-R-E Sakura. I actually quite like this. It did turn out darker than I wanted, but let's just roll with it. I'm gonna grab this Bloom for You. I don't like that. I love Troye Sivan. I'm so happy for you. I think a song about your butthole prolapsing is a lot. All right, love these shadows. I think we've used this on the channel. There's no way of saying when it was, but we definitely use this on the channel. Very beautiful, nice. Like it has the texture of a satin eyeshadow, but it looks matte, which I can truly appreciate. That is so pretty. Look at nice, clean, warm browns. That is so beautiful. You guys, I didn't even do a good job covering my brows today, and look how smooth that looks. I'm gonna wrap up the other eye here quick, and then we'll come right back. Hi whores, so we're back here. I have my matte velvet foundation here in 455, and I'm just gonna start building that around the hairline. I don't wanna go too dark. I've been kind of over contouring, and I feel like for a while, I found a really good balance, and lately I've been doing too much again. In pictures, I've been like, girl, that's too much. So I'm trying to pull back a little bit and find a balance. But when I was fake baked, like when I was really fake tanned, it was a lot easier for me to pull off like more contour. So when I'm really fair like this, I just have to back off and I have to remind myself to back off. I'm excited to see Aqua. I loved those. I had never heard, when I had aquarium, I was probably like, I don't know, it was 1997. I was 6 or 7 years old. And I just had never heard that gay of music before. Like I'd never heard like danceable, Euro, techno, poppy. And I love call and response. I mean, I love the B-52s. I love Toy Box. I love any kind of music where it's like a girl singing and then a guy talking. I love that type of shit. See, this looks better. Like this isn't over contoured. I also, to be honest, my cousin Sierra owned the Aqua CD and I stole it. I remember it clear as day, going to her house, taking it out of the C player and taking it home with me. All right. Oh God, I almost fell off this chair. So do you guys see it? Do you see my eye watering? I mean, what do we do? Like, how do we as the American people proceed with watering eye makeup? I just think I'm gonna keep dabbing it and hope for the best. My approach is to just let it water, let it have a tantrum, and at some point it will stop. I'm gonna deepen the color of these cheeks a little bit, and I'm gonna do it in the most bootleg way. I'm gonna take my fingertip, I'm gonna grab a darker color from this palette, and I'm just gonna like add it here. Well, you guys remember when I was like having a renaissance on this channel where I was like, I've just been getting ready fast. I just like don't care anymore. I'm just enjoying it. That kind of turned into me being a worse makeup artist. I have gotten so much like lazier in the worst way, like skipping the wrong steps. And so I am trying to roll that back because now that I've lost some weight, I don't like to talk about my weight on this channel, but I did lose 20 pounds. Like when you have a rounder face, it's easier to do drag. When I have a tiny little head like this is me at my thinnest. I've never been this thin in my life. Everything's pointy. Pointy chin, pointy jaw, pointy everything. It's hard to feminize that. I'm gonna take my little concealer here and cut a cheek. That looks beautiful. Okay, see, less contour. Less contour is better. I don't want to name drop, but don't you guys want to know cool celebrity stories? I would. So the other day I was on an airplane. Katya and I were flying to New York for a Netflix gig. Who is seated behind me but Melissa McCarthy, bitch? So crazy. I was like, that's her. And then, you know, she's been very vocal about drag and everything with all the legislation. So I turned around and I said, excuse me, you don't know me, but I just want to tell you that I am so grateful that you've been so vocal about drag. Everything's been so crazy and I do drag for a living and it means a lot. And she said, oh, are you Trixie? And I said, yes. She said, I watched your renovation show. I love your umbrellas. And I was like, oh, cool. Cause you know, I'm just gonna be gauche here for a second. Melissa just starred in a Disney movie, right? It's a kid's movie. And a lot of people on the news are saying that drag queens are pedophiles and stuff. She could have very well went all of Pride Month never talking about drag. But even though she was in a Disney movie, she talked about the importance of drag all the time, and that is some hardcore allyship. After I got off the plane, I said, just, you know, thank you. And she said, if you ever need anything, you know, to amplify your message or help, let me know. And I said, I would love if you would just give me your daughter's Nintendo DS. And she didn't, but. Well, you know what else? We're getting off the plane and she's Melissa McCarthy. So people start yelling, like, people in first class all start going, I love you. And the next person goes, and I love you. And she's just like waving and everyone's yelling, I love you. Which is so crazy. It's time to powder. I have this Anastasia Beverly Hills banana powder. And right now I'm running out. I think I cut it with translucent. So right now it's half yellow, half white. A little bit how like, you know, when you buy cocaine, sometimes I'll cut it with powder bleach. It's kind of like that. Does anybody do cocaine? Comment below. I'm not a drug doer. You got one nose. Listen, I'm a drag queen. I worked in nightlife. I have pretty much done everything once. And every time I was like, oh, I can see how that would be a problem for people. I'm not gonna do that anymore. The same part of me that knows to not buy a lottery ticket because I'm not lucky is the same part of me that's like, girl, don't f with drugs. You know that you will not like walk away unscathed. My white trash DNA, are you kidding me? I'd be living in the Catskills doing spice, plucking a 1-string banjo. I have my powder here, my like face powder palette. I'm gonna use this to go in and recontour and re-highlight my face and come right back. All right, so I did some white under the eyes. I did my lid and I set it with this beautiful buttery neutral, this bear color. Look how pretty that is for a lid color. Don't breathe. Let's fill her in. I have a brand new L'Oreal Riche Infallible Liner in black. What happened to Matthew Camp?
What's up?
What happened to Matthew Camp?
He went down the dumpster.
In this building?
Yeah. The thing is...
Okay, so I'm finding out here on the channel that, well, we had to get rid of the Matthew Camp doll because it was just taking up space, you guys. So I was like, I don't care what you do, just get rid of it. And now I'm finding out that that body got dumped downstairs. Like Jack the Ripper lives here. I want to do this graphic line, but I can't do it until I fill in these lashes. These lashes are like white. I have the L'Oreal Voluminous here and I have my Trixie Cosmetics lash curler. You guys hear me say this all the time, but once you become a lash curler person, there is no going back. Especially on this channel, when we're trying new mascaras, I'm like, if we're not gonna curl it first, we're not really giving it a fair shot. There, now I can like visualize it. I just can't like see the makeup with white lashes. White lashes to me are like cereal mom, like white shoes after Labor Day or something. I just like, like I can't take it. I wanna press a little black shadow into this. Now I'm showing you guys a trick that I've been doing. So I've been taking tissue and putting it right under my eye for fallout because I'm addicted to pressing black eyeshadow into my liner, but I hate the fallout because I'm so fair, like her. Do you see her? What about her? See, and then you don't get any fallout. So I wanna do a graphic line on top of this. So I'm gonna take this PRADOS Beauty Liner and I'm gonna go in. I cannot afford to f this up. Everyone shut your mouth, okay. Actually, it's okay, that's fine. That's actually good enough. It's not perfect, but I'll take it. But look at the difference from that side to that side. Do you see the lift? When you add like an actual eyelid crease, this looks so lifted compared to this. Like I said, lately I've just been really into the look of just, I do the full Trixie eye, but I like the look of like in pictures, you really just see the liner. I could actually see myself entering a phase where I do this whole makeup with just black and white and just doing that for a while. Every few years with the Trixie makeup, I get like, I hit a wall and I have like a artistic like pancake turnover. And I think, let's just say, I don't think anybody's gonna like what I do next. I've been feeling very like, I don't know, Lee Bowery or something. Like I'm interested in looking a little more weird lately. And I think it's gonna be unsuccessful. I'm gonna regret it, but I think it's an impulse I have to follow. By the way, I love that I don't think I look weird now. We are winding down on this makeup here. I think it's time to put on blush. I grabbed this Doll Beauty product, you guys. Look how pretty that is. So pink. I'm gonna take my Trixie Cosmetics blush brush here. I mean, that is pink, bitch. Look at that. I love placing it super high and crazy and then just buffing it out. Like I said, I'm kind of going through a clown, don't laugh, a clown phase, more of a clown phase, especially since I look so male in drag recently because of my angular little head now. I just feel very inspired by looking foolish. Like I've been taking these out of drag DJ gigs and I always want to dress up. I always want to still put on like makeup and a look, but not like drag. I feel a little artistically pigeonholed by dressing like a woman lately. Let's do a lip. I want to do a nice, big, hot, pink, juicy mouth. I have a few of my favorite products to do that with here. I'm gonna show you guys how to do like the big Trixie pink mouth with just a couple things here. I have two lip liners, Magenta and Talking Points. Magenta's like a purple, Talking Points is a true fuchsia. And then I have NYX Liquid Lip Suede here in Pink Lust. And I'm gonna do the pout of it with Romantic from Maybelline. 4 products for 1 lip seems like a lot, but with these dark colors, if you don't add dimension, you do end up with a really bizarre flat mouth. So here's Magenta. Magenta is almost purple, so you do want to go kind of sparing with this or the mouth turns purple. See, I'll do like the bottom lip, and then I'll take Talking Points, and that's what I use to shade it in. Oh, you guys, TMI, but like the older I get in drag and the more now I'm starting to get facial hair, like a grown adult. Lip liners over like any amount of texture, like mustache texture, it just is hell. Now it's starting to understand why so many drag queens look shitty up close because I have never really had a beard and now all of a sudden I do. I sleep with almost exclusively hairy men, so I've seen a lot of very hairy people. And in a lot of ways, I think I was born for drag because I don't even have armpit hair. I'm 33 years old. I have no body hair anywhere and then my lower back looks like a wicker basket, so I don't know what the f is going on. So I kind of draw it in with Magenta. Then Talking Points is what I use to kind of like sunburst it in. I love Talking Points lip pencil. Candy Yum Yum's also good, but this lip pencil from MAC, Talking Points. If you guys just wanna try pink lipstick, if you wanna try pink lip color, get Talking Points and just fill it in and put like a clear gloss over it. Talking Points is fucking amazing, this color. So then, I'm gonna add some shape here with Pink Lust from NYX. This is one of my favorites. When we go to the CVS or whatever and they have this color, we usually just clean out what they have because I love this. And I kind of fill in the sides like that. And then the middle, I use Romantic, which is one of my favorites. Do you guys remember we had Darian Darling on the channel? She's like the expert of pink and anything Barbie core. She introduced me to this because she does a lot of projects for Maybelline. She does runway for Maybelline. And I was always like, Darian, what's that beautiful hot pink lip you always have on? And she's like, I just wear Romantic from Maybelline. And you guys know on this channel, we love Maybelline. Look how pretty that is. I think that's beautiful. I think it needs more blush. Now that I have this bright lip on, I think we can handle more blush. So I'm going back in with this Doll Beauty product. And let's just hit it, bitch. Let's do it. Yes, bitch. Like, are we putting it on or are we putting it on? Look at that shit. Isn't that crazy? I'm gonna put on lashes, top and bottom lashes. I have my local celeb lashes from Trixie Cosmetics, and I'm gonna use these on the bottom. These are a really beautiful set, you guys. Nice and full, kind of dramatic, but wearable is such a dirty word because a wearable lash to the biggest slut you know from high school and like an Amish person is a different thing. So wearable to me. So I haven't really showed you guys how I do my bottom lashes in a while. So I think today we should actually just do it. I'm pulling the sucker off here. Our lashes are super full, very easy to rewear, very easy to clean, and completely cruelty-free. So I have my little Trixie lash scissors. Now, you, a normal person from Sandusky, Ohio, you can just like do that, but I'm wearing these on the bottom. So I'm gonna take and snip it in half. Lash baby, blurb, right? That's ooh, that's a lot. See, careless. And then the other one, I cut in half. You could do one on each side, but I really want big fat lashes on the bottom tonight. So I like to look right at the mirror and put in place. Love it. Do they put another pair on the bottom? I mean, I want these suckers big tonight, you guys. I really wanna go hard. Oh, I'm gonna love this. Oh, I'm gonna love this. Lately, I've been trying to lay them in a way where they hug the outside of the eye more, up and out, up and out. Yes, bitch. I'm gonna say something unprecedented on this channel. This makeup tonight is turning out pretty much exactly what I wanted. It's Aqua, you guys. I really wanted to look like a plastic prostitute tonight, and I think that's what I'm gonna serve. The other thing is, as a drag queen, you guys, I have performed Aqua's mega hit Barbie Girl at least 100 times in my life. And I'm like, should I just slip them a 20? Like, that song has helped me make money. Should I Venmo them? I don't know. Ooh, I mean, this is some real like classic Trixie shit. It's very clowny. The only thing we're missing right now, this has been one of my favorite things to do lately. I take a little whip brush and do like a white on the end. Do you see that? Like the lift that gives. Oh my God, this lash is falling off. I'm gonna turn my head. Do you guys see the difference when there's a white line? It just makes it so like, whoosh. Love it. I'm gonna go put on my hair in an outfit and we're gonna see what we're serving tonight at Heart WeHo with Aqua. So I'll be right back. And a surprise to no one, I look fucking great. I mean, I love to wear all different types of colors, all different types of looks. This Barbie core, this is like old school Trixie. This type of hair, this type of like gown situation, like I feel fucking gorgeous. And it's just a friendly little reminder that in a year where so much, you know, like pink is happening, I just want y'all to remember who fucking owns the throne, bitch, in the pink department. Look at this shit. This is amazing. I feel great. All my products worked out. I look great. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than I'm incredibly gorgeous and we're all lucky to have me. I mean, come on, look at this. There's so many mistakes in this makeup. So if I look at this, I also mean stay away. Also, this wig is like barely glued down correctly. Just don't look close. Like, if you guys were ever a fan of me or a supporter of the art of drag, I want you to squint right now and be like, wow, today she was perfect. You know what I mean? Let's go to the event, shall we? Come along. We're backstage here at Heart. We made it. Aqua was pulling in right behind me. I enthusiastically waved and they looked completely blank-faced, which means that they probably think that I am some random girl, which I am really. So we have the girls out there getting ready, and so we have the pink lemonade serve backstage, and I thought we'd make some shots. This is how the pioneers used to do it. The dolls, the divas, cheers to Aqua. Woo! And I just met Aqua, and it was very cool. And then they walked in here, and it got very cool. I mean, that is Aqua. She looks the same. They're Danish people, Danish pop stars who have had decades-long careers and mega hits, millions and millions and millions of singles sold. It's just, I told them Aquarium was my first CD, and I bet they hear that all the time. When you're so many people's first CD, I think you're like, yeah, who cares, bitch? You know what I mean?